Hello, I'm Coach Manny. Principle number 4, preserve your sales relationship. That is, mastering the art of customer retention or client retention. Great salespeople are those that build relationships, provide value, and help the customer to win. That is what Jeffrey Bitoma said. A lot of people make this mistake to think that new clients are the gold mine. Now, it is not always true. Long-term customers are the building blocks of a successful business. Long-term customers are the best advertisement or hype your business can get. Once your old client refers you to another client, there is 90% chance that that client will buy from you. Long-term clients or customers are also easier to sell to. It is cheaper to advertise to, cheaper to market to them because they've already bought from you, so they trust you. You've already built that trust with them. I advise people, if you're on a startup, of course, you start looking for new clients. But when you've gotten some clients, you have to have a 50-50 balance between searching for new clients and maintaining your relationship with your old clients, because those old clients are the best referrals you can get in your business. Let me tell you something. If you are not taking care of your clients, your competitors will. You know, the business space is crowded right now. It's very much crowded. One of my best clients came from another company. I remember one of our interactions, she was telling me how the other company didn't do her well. She bought a property from them and they literally left her on her own. She had some problems. She encountered some problems in that property she bought. And nobody came to her rescue. In fact, when she called them, what they said was, it was more like, you're on your own. You've bought already, so go and sort it out. Now, when I came into the scene and I helped her handle her problem, and then she felt more happy to buy from me. And because I was able to maintain that relationship, she was able to buy twice. Having a relationship with your customers usually translates to sales. It can be as referrals, or it can also be in form of new sales. Now, one of the multipliers when it comes to making business sales is selling new products to old clients. The relationships you build today will impact your tomorrow. Not just in your business, in your personal life too. So maintain a good sales relationship with your customers, not just so that they can buy from you, but just as a practice. The first goal of any sales relationship is a genuine connection with the client. You can also, through that form, keep them informed of new development. How do you maintain this sales relationship with your client? I want you to understand that sales relationship is going to require effort, is going to require your time, and is going to require communication. You're going to have to block out time each day to talk to many customers. You're going to have so many meetings, you'll be like, wow, how can I schedule all of them? Because you have a lot of sales relationship to maintain. So it's going to also take your creativity, because how you relate with this client is not how you're going to relate to this client. You're going to try to remember what last you and this client spoke about. You're going to keep to-dos. You're going to keep reminders. You need to set up a customer retention model or system. A customer retention model or system is a set of procedures that shows how you keep your sales relationship with your customer. That means how do you relate with your customer on daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis? How many customer touch do you have in a year? That's what your client retention model is going to show. Some people touch their customers as little as 12 times a year. We call it the 12 direct. That's the model. Some others touch their customers as much as 33 times a year. We call that the 33 model. So you can either go with the 12 direct or the 33 model or anything in between, depending on what your customer feels more comfortable with. Remember, it's more about your customer than it is about you. And then in this communication, you have to be creative. So many people sound boring. They don't create or give their customers any value when they are touching their customers during these client relationships. How do I mean? Sometimes they just send generic things frequently. Let's say you have the 12 direct model, and for those 12 times, you're just sending the client, I have this plot in so location, I have this plot in so location, I have this plot. The client gets uninterested. So you have to be creative. It's not every time Happy New Month, and it's not every time an advert. There are so many other things you can put in between. Number one, you need to get your client's birthday. It's very, very important. So on their special occasion, wish them a special happy birthday from you. Number two, you are going to vary the platform you use. That means for the first time, you might use a message. The second, you might use an online chat. The third, you might use an email, or you might use a call. So if you are going with 33 touch, let's say you're going with, which entails about 3 times every month, you vary your message. So the first one could be an online chat. How are you doing? You know, or Happy New Month. And then the next one could be a tip, a real estate tip. The next one could be an invite. Oh, I'm having so party. I would like to invite you. So that way, your customer can't anticipate what you are up to next. The next connection might just be a call to tell your customer, oh, we have a special package for you, you know, just a little token of appreciation for you buying into our estate. You know, that is how you keep a sales relationship. So you need to have a model that is unique to your own business. You have to be proactive. It calls for proactivity. When a customer or when a client has an issue, let's say the client doesn't even know about that issue in that area, what do? First, you reach out to the client. Most times we prefer when there is a problem in a product, someone reaches out to us. Let me tell you something. A client that has an issue and you resolve that issue, it builds loyalty in the client. Why do I say this? One of my friends was telling me something, I think that was yesterday. She owns a shop, an online shop site. And one of our clients bought and the goods were damaged. And then the client sent her a message. Hello, I bought these goods from your shop and it's damaged. You know, how did she respond? She immediately apologized to the client, told the client they will return the goods, sent the client a refund of the money, and asked the client if the client would still like to make the same purchase again, that they will give her a 10% discount. Now, that client went back to her shopping site and gave her a 5-star review, and also invited another person that called her after that purchase. That is one of the ways you can retain your client. That's how you keep a good client relationship. Whenever your clients have issues or problems that arise from what you did or from your product, you quickly resolve it. You find every means possible to resolve it. It will increase their loyalty to you. Another way to maintain sales relationship is getting client perspective on new products. What I mean is involving clients in new product development. You are in real estate and your client has bought a piece of property from you. Now you are about to acquire a new piece of property. If you want your client to feel more loyal to you, if you want to water the ground for marketing, you take some of your clients or you ask them what they think about that property, the new property you want to acquire. That is one way you can make your marketing lean. Because do you know one of the problems we have in marketing? It is that we have solutions that are looking for problems. What do I mean? A product is a solution. So you have a solution and then you are looking for a client that has problems. So when you take your client through the process of new product development, so if I want to acquire a new piece of property in a particular location, and then I ask some of my loyal clients what they think. So for example, I have more than 100 clients and I ask 50 of them, what do you think about this place? And let's say 20 say, oh, this place is nice, we love it, it's this. You already know you have a market to sell in that area. So when you now bring up that product, you already have 20 clients that are much more likely to buy. It's also the other way around. Let's say you have a property, very nice, but you ask your client and 70% of them say they don't like that location. That means it is not somewhere you're supposed to buy into because most of your clients would not buy from there. Finally, in maintaining a sales relationship, create a reward system. Find a reward system that works for you. It can be occasionally giving clients little tokens, just an appreciation. Thank you for buying. It can come with a personalized card. Thank you for buying from us. With just a little, something. It could be a jotter, a bag, just something simple. You understand? It keeps your clients coming back. And then there are what we call referral bonuses. Treat the referral source better than the referral. Some of us get it wrong. We just focus on the referral and then say the source is no. Treat that source very well. Even if the referral or at the end of the day it doesn't buy, still find a way to reward that referral source because it takes a lot or it tells a lot about the client's loyalty for the client to talk about you to other clients. I would really love to hear what you learned so far from this training. I don't just want to say, oh, nice, thank you. No, just tell me exactly what you really learned from these trainings, the principles of selling that we've been taking on so far. I would really, really love to connect more with you. If you have any questions, please send it to us. Send it to my DM or send it as a comment